Kids are heading back to school this week and next, which is exciting, but a new year can also cause a lot of anxiety. Rene Czerwinski is a psychotherapist with Pacific Medical Centers, here with some advice to help all of us and families make that transition a smooth one. Thank you so much for being here. I think this is on a lot of our minds. I was just sharing with you in the commercial break, I was talking to my 9-year-old son today about returning to school, and I could tell that he has some anxiety as well. So what are some signals or some warning signs that we should be looking for to pick up on that maybe they're not okay with back to school?
You're going to start hearing things from them, like less excitement. They're not like looking forward to seeing friends or hanging out at the school. You're going to see more irritability, possibly some trouble sleeping. Some kids will have more physical symptoms. All of a sudden they'll have a headache or some nausea, my stomach hurts. Some will just outright refuse to go to school if they feel like it was that bad before.
So what do you do in those situations when you're noticing, you know, your kid and things seem a little bit off? Specifically, let's start with the younger kids, you know, elementary, even middle school kids. What do you do in that moment to react?
I think you ask them, you know, if they can be honest with you and tell you what's going on. Most kids, even if they do tell a parent, they don't want you to go and talk to someone else, like, no, Mom, I kind of have it. And you have to gauge, like, is it something that's really serious and going to affect them both through school and then, you know, even socially, which creates anxiety for kids at that age, if a parent goes into the school and says something. So just walking them through with it. I think knowing the teachers and being able to talk to them can be really helpful, to even let them know, you know, my child's having some issues. They don't want to make a big deal out of it. However, can someone keep an eye, and do you notice anything happening? What
are some of the biggest issues or anxiety triggers for the younger kids?
For the younger kids, there are things of, well, who's their friends? Are their friends going to be in their class? Do their friends even like them anymore if there's a long summer and some kids live farther out from the schools? Then there's even just the groups of kids. There is bullying that happens even at younger ages. Do they like their teacher? You know, the normal kind of things of, am I going to fit in with everybody?
How about the older kids, high school age kids, the teenagers? What are some of their biggest obstacles in going back to school?
They can be some of the same, but then we have the extra added pressures of, you know, they're on social media. So all this stuff that happened over the summer, what did everybody do? What do they have? You know, what clothes are they wearing? Are they the popular group? Are they not? Sexual orientation is a large part of kind of that age group, and even though we can call it teasing in that, there's bullying that can happen even through all of that.
So what is your advice then for all of these age groups, given that everybody's kind of dealing with different stuff, to help us as parents act now as they're getting ready to go back to school and make that transition a little bit smoother?
It's really trying to find time where no one is distracted and you have some really one-to-one time with your child to ask the questions, where they feel like they can talk to you. If they feel they can't talk to you, giving them an opportunity to talk to someone else, really non-distracted, so that they can get out anything that's going on. Meeting the teachers, going to like the open houses. If it's a new school, it's things like, where's the bus stop? Walking in the bus stop, touring the school so they know where their classes are. Those kind of things that add the extra pressures. I mean, I can remember standing at my locker being nervous I couldn't get my lock opened. That was an anxiety. I'm like, they don't necessarily have lockers anymore.
We all worry about that.
So it's just those little things, and just recognizing like it's okay to be a little anxious and still go to school.
All right, walk alongside them, engage them, and don't stop once school starts. Continue to talk to them. All right, Rene, great information. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
If you would like to see more of our healthy living segments just like this one, head over to Q13.